Here's how I render skin so that it turns from this to this. First, I get a big brush. I prefer using the digital pen for this, and I pick my base color of the skin, a highlight color and shadow color, as well as a blush color. And then I make a new layer and I place that layer below my line art layer. I then tap on the magic wand, and when I tap on it, I tap outside of the line art and I press the invert option, and that basically makes it so that when I color, the color will stay within my lines. And then I just go ahead and fully color in the base skin color and the base clothes color. And then I go back to the magic wand and I tap to clear the selection and to make sure that I'm still working on the same layer that's beneath my line art layer. And that's where I'm going to add all my values. Make a new layer and clip it to the base colors, and then I use the pen fade in order to add my values. So first I start off with the shadows of the skin, and I like to put the shadows like where the cheekbones would be, by like the eye bags, well not eye bags, but like where the eyes are, over and under the lips, like under the nose, in the ears, under the neck. And then I use the blur tool and I use the same pen fade to kind of blur them out, and I erase where I can so it doesn't look too mushy, so it kind of like makes sharp lines for the shadows. So next is blush. Basically just add a new layer, clip that layer, and then make the new layer unmultiply. And I just go ahead and copy my blush color and put it on the cheeks, on the nose, where the lips are, on the ears, and in like some places around the head and the collarbones. And then make a new layer over that, keep that normal, and that's just basically for my light values, to bring back some light to the face. After that, I make a new layer and I put that layer on the add option, and then I use the airbrush tool to kind of just tap some more highlights on the face and play with the opacity and then blur it out. After I do that, I just kind of like start adding color for the lips and adding more blush if I want, adding some more highlights like on the nose and on the cheeks and on the collarbones. And I repeat the same steps for the hair and the clothes. Here's the final result. This is how I render skin on Ibis Paint X. So thanks for watching, and that's it. Bye!